Town of Greenville's Town Board meeting, Monday, August 27th, 2018 at 7:01 p.m. And we'd like to start with Pledge of Allegiance, so stand and face the flag, please. It's kind of somewhat hidden. There it is. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Go to roll call. Mike Woods. Here. Mark Strobel. Here. Andy Peters. Here. Dean Culbertson. Here. Jack Anderson is present. The agenda was properly noticed. Yes. Any questions on the agenda? I do have one myself. Item 8A3. I don't believe we need to talk about tonight. This is the lighting ordinance that was tabled. So we want to wait for the Planning Commission to go through that. So just look to have that removed from the agenda. But other than that, I'd make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second that.
Any questions or comments? All in favor to approve the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. The agenda is approved. It takes us to our public comment forum section. I didn't have anybody sign in. Is there anybody wishing to speak during public comment forum? Raise your hand or stand. Since I'm not seeing anybody signal, I'm going to make a motion to close the public comment forum section.
Second.
Second by Mr. Culbertson. All in favor to close public comment forum, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. The public comment forum section is closed. Moves us to consent agenda. We've got a special event application, appointments to the Fire Commission, Resolutions 4118, Resolution 4218, and Resolution 4318. Any questions on these? Or a motion?
Can we discuss B? I see Rick Fisher's here.
So I'll remove that one, if you'd like. Is there a motion otherwise? I can make the motion to approve the consent agenda. Item 5B has been removed.
I'll second that.
Andy is given second. Questions or comments? Since there's none, let's go forward with our vote. All in favor to approve the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Consent agenda is approved. We'll now address the item for appointments to the Fire Commission. Rick, did you want to talk? You just want me to talk, don't you? No, I don't. So he's just here checking to make sure that things go through. And I won't make him come up and talk, but just for awareness for those in the room and those that watch or listen, read our meeting minutes afterwards, the 5 people that were part of the ad hoc fire committee to review an ordinance for a fire commission have all been asked if they would like to continue forward. They've all accepted or asked to continue forward. So Rick Fisher used to be a volunteer fireman here in Greenville, recently retired from that position and wanted to move forward. Jay Ratchman is asked to move forward as well. Jay's got experience in human resources for law enforcement and fire departments with the city of Appleton. Stacy Doucette, a third person, also has municipal experience as an attorney. She's agreed to go forward. Chuck Osant has experience as a volunteer fireman, as well as construction battalion for the Navy, which he's retired from. He also has experience in hazardous material cleanup and a lot of leadership and discipline type experience that Chuck has. I'm missing Dan Dibbs is the 5th and final one. Dan has experience as a full-time fireman for the city of Appleton. I don't know if I could have found or asked and received the approval and for 5 better people for our fire commission. So the ordinance that we approved at our last meeting will be followed by this fire commission, and they'll be helping with oversight of the fire department for their personnel. Anything I missed, Joel?
No, I just want to point out that we'll be setting expiration of terms to coincide with not only the ordinance but Wisconsin state statutes, that there are 5 members that are appointed to this body. 1 member is appointed every year so that you have kind of overlapping terms. We essentially drew names randomly out of a hat, if you will, to see who got the longer term. Rick is being proposed for a 5-year term, whereas Stacy is proposed for a single-year term. They can certainly reapply and be reappointed, but that's just kind of how the names were drawn.
Okay. So I will make a motion for the approval of the appointments to the Fire Commission.
Second.
Mr. Culbertson's given the second. Any questions or comments?
Just one. Is the commission gonna be, if we don't become a village?
They'd still be there.
Still be there?
Mm-hmm. The only point to that, Mike, is that should we become a village, this is the only service or only requirement that we currently did lack. So everything else we've already been paying for some time as a township. So yes, it would stay on, either way.
I do have one comment.
Rick?
My only comment would be, as a fire commission, and it says if we are appointed to the fire commission, if we do not appoint, and we did talk about, we'll have elections for president of the fire commission, vice president, and secretary. We do not have that appointed time, so we'll need to have someone on board, or the town administrator, set up the next meeting, because nobody on that board or that commission will have authority to call a meeting.
Yep, that's understood. Thank you, Rick. So a motion's been made with a second to approve the appointment to the Fire Commission. Any other questions or comments? Since there are none, let's go forward with our vote. All in favor of the appointment should say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries, and the appointments to the Fire Commission are approved. Takes us to old business. This is to discuss and possibly act on the proposed revisions to the Town of Greenville Employee Handbook. I had opportunity to read through the handbook, make some general notations, ask my questions to Joel as the town administrator. I hope all have done that. There's some minor changes, some that are a little bit more significant within that handbook. If you guys have questions or comments that haven't been asked, please do so now. Otherwise, we can take a motion on the employee handbook.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Dean's given a motion to approve the new Town of Greenville employee handbook. Mike's given the second. Any other questions or comments?
Just, I'm going to abstain because I haven't finished going through it.
Okay.
I just didn't have the time to.
Yep. All right. Since I'm not hearing any other questions or comments other than ones from Supervisor Strobel, let's go forward with our vote. Motion was made to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no.
Abstain.
And Mark's abstained. So motion carries. Item 7A is approved. New business. We have our Planning Commission recommendations. We'll consider, discuss, and act on Shepherd of the Hills Church. First, on Resolution 32-18, this is the rezoning from general agricultural to R1 single-family residential district for the parcel stated in the agenda. Any questions, comments, or a motion?
Motion to approve Resolution 32-18.
I'll second. Any other questions or comments? Since there's none, let's go forward with our vote. All in favor to approve Resolution 32-18 should state so by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Resolution 32-18 is approved. Next is Resolution 34-18. This is the special exception for a church and planned unit development on the parcels as stated in the agenda. Once again, for Shepherd of the Hills Church.
I'll make that motion for Resolution 34-18.
Second.
Motion's been made with a second. Questions or comments? Since there's none, we'll go forward with our vote. All in favor to approve Resolution 34-18 should state so by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Resolution 34-18 is approved. Consider, discuss, and act on an Emmanuel Lutheran Church Resolution 36-18, special exception for a church on parcel 11008100.
Motion to approve Resolution 36-18.
Second.
Mark's given the motion, Mike the second. Questions or comments? Since I'm not hearing any, let's go forward with our vote. All in favor to approve Resolution 36-18 should state so by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Resolution 3618 is approved. 8A3 was removed from the agenda. 8B is discussion and possible action for agreement for professional services to conduct the County Highway CB Trail Extension Flood Study. I need to get caught up, so
Page 150.
that's it. All right, thank you, Andy. Go ahead if you guys have a motion or questions or comments.
I'll make a motion to approve agreement for professional services with McMahon to conduct a flood study for the County Highway CB Trail Extension Project for an amount not to exceed $10,000.
I'll second.
Motion's been made to approve the flood study by McMahon not to exceed $10,000. Questions or comments? I'm not hearing any, so let's go forward with our vote. All in favor to approve the flood study as stated in the motion, please state so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. And the motion carries. Item 8B is approved. Any announcements, Joel?
We have a few announcements. The Park Commission will be meeting on September 4th for its August meeting. Was delayed just because of the Labor Day holiday. I do want to mention that next week, Monday, the Town Hall and administrative offices will be closed in observation of Labor Day. We will reopen on Tuesday. Land Stewardship Committee will have a meeting tomorrow evening here at Town Hall at 5 p.m. The town board has identified Wednesday for a special town board meeting to discuss some items in closed session. I wanted to confirm a time with all of you tonight so that I can get proper notice published. 5 p.m. if that works okay for everyone. That's what we would shoot for.
Yep.
Okay. And then the Greenville Facilities Committee meeting, everyone is available to meet the following Wednesday on September 5th. Jack is not able to attend, but everyone else can, so I'm not sure if you would like to still continue to meet. Our consultants at Five Bugles are available that evening as well to meet with us and review kind of the next steps in the process of designing and engineering the new fire and safety building, as well as kind of setting up some ideas for construction management or general contractors for the bidding process as we move forward. So if that date is acceptable, we'll go ahead and schedule that date and get that properly noticed as well. And then finally, on Wednesday at 9 a.m., we will be, Michael and I will be down at the courthouse for the Townsend Corporation hearing with the Circuit Court. So that hearing again starts at 9 a.m. The petitioner, Kevin Stern, will be present to address the court as well as staff from the town. That's all I have.
Covered all of mine. So I don't have anything else.
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead, Mr. Woods.
I think, do they want to discuss the fireworks?
It's not on the agenda and we had our public comment, so I don't know if there's anything to discuss. So if you guys want something like that on the agenda, feel free to bring it forward. There's also the public comment forum section. So I don't have any other announcements, so I just look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Mark's given the motion to adjourn, Mike the second. All in favor to adjourn, say aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. Meeting's adjourned at 7:15 p.m.